What's up, dude? This is going to be your warm-up, okay? What I want you to do is prop up your phone somewhere where you can watch this and follow along with me, okay? This is going to be a nice and easeful warm-up that's specifically working on hip mobility and lower limb mobility. This will be great for tight hips, tight knees, tight ankles, okay? As well as a good full body warm-up going into our exercise routine. Okay, so once again, prop up your phone and follow along with me. Make sure you have plenty of space. All right, we're going to start out in a static pose. In yoga, this is called a pigeon's pose. Okay, what I want you to do, get your right knee, come up and across your body. See that? Your left leg, the leg behind you, is going to slide back as far as you can. Okay? Now look, maybe you can't bring it up as high or as deep into the position as I can. That's okay. I simply just want you to try your best. Okay? So right here, right hand on the knee, left hand on the ankle, chest up. Focus on deep breathing. Now, maybe this feels good for you. Maybe it's a little uncomfortable. If you have tight hips, it might be a little uncomfortable, okay? I want you to hold it for as long as you can, but don't force it, okay? Just hold it as long as you can, as deep as you can. But don't force it. Okay? All right, let's relax. All right, let's move the hips around a bit. We're going to get back into that same pose. Okay, so right knee up and across. This time, do your best to grab this back foot. Keep in mind, maybe this is a little advanced for where you are in your mobility. That's okay. If you can't do this, just keep it in a normal pigeon's pose. All right, so right here, that left arm is reaching for the left back foot. Grab it and hold. All right, use that right hand just to prop yourself up, maybe put it on the knee, whatever you need to do. But I simply want you to nice and easy pull that back foot towards you and just hold. Once again, focus on some deep breaths here. This is great for loosening up the hips, stretching the glutes specifically, but also right here in the hip flexors, okay? Maybe your hip flexors are tight. Maybe you sit in a desk or just normal seats that we often see in Western society, like desks and couches and chairs, where our hips are actually at 90 degrees a lot, not in a full range of motion. All right, if that's the case, you probably have tight hip flexors and you're probably really feeling it right here. That's a good thing. All right, and relax. Once again, shake the legs out a bit, okay? We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So, left leg up and across. Be sure that leg is crossing your body, okay? Chest up. Right leg, slide it back. Left hand on the knee. Right hand on the ankle. Chest up. Just take a few deep breaths. If you're doing this correctly, you should be feeling it right on your butt right here, right behind you. Okay? That leg that's in front of you, that butt cheek, the glute right there, that's really what we're stretching, specifically the piriformis. All right, if you want me to get anatomical with you, okay? All right, and then let's relax. Once again, just shake it out. Just as a reminder that all of these movements that we'll be doing, all right, you don't have to be in as deep of a range of motion as I am. I simply just want you to do what you can do and hold it for however long you can hold it. Don't force it. Don't try to push past the pain. It'll be a little uncomfortable, and that's good. But if it's too uncomfortable, that will actually be detrimental. Okay? Back into that pigeon's pose, left knee up and across. Slide the right leg back. Once again, this time grabbing the back foot with your right arm. All right, so once again, getting the glute, stretching the glute here, but we're also getting that hip flexor, okay? Stretching hip flexors are important. A lot of times we often confuse having a tight lower back with just having tight hip flexors. These muscles attach right there, and they come across our hips and attach to the back of our lower spine, our lower lumbar. And if these muscles are tight, they're pulling deep into our spine. This is how we release them. Okay, relax. Good job. All right, now, here's a nice and easy hip mobility drill. Just kind of a little bit more dynamic while we're moving through it, not just holding it. Okay, but we will also advance a little bit if you feel comfortable. Okay, so on your butt, feet wide. Okay, knees pointed up, hands behind you. It's this simple. Keep one knee pointed straight up, the other knee. I want you to dip as low as you can. Try to touch the ground if you can, but just go as low as you can. And the other side, nice and slow, keeping the opposite knee pointing straight up. You might notice that one knee can go lower than the other. Or maybe they're both the same. All right? You might notice that this might be kind of difficult for you. Maybe it's not. I simply just want you to observe the range of motion that your body is moving in. Okay? Nothing is bad, right? Let's cast no judgment in the way that your body moves. I promise you, the more we do this warm-up, and the more regular and consistent that you do this, along with your exercises, I promise you, this will improve. So just dip in as low as you can, keeping the opposite knee up, right? Nice and easy. Once again, we're not forcing anything. I simply just want you to go right to the edge of your range of motion. Nice and easy, okay? Okay, now we're going to go a little bit more advanced, okay? Keep in mind, when I say advanced, I mean if you feel comfortable. This is not something that I am trying to challenge you with, well, not overly challenge you at least, okay? If this is a little too hard, I simply want you to go back to the drill I simply just showed you, okay? Now, this is what we're going to do. Same thing, same position, hands up. We are not going to use our hands. We're going to dip both knees down, boom, and then push our hips through. All right, just like that. Sit back down. Knees other direction, hips through. All right, squeeze your butt cheeks here, pushing those hips forward. And down, sit through. And down, sit through. Let's do a few more here. Let me back up. Okay. Down, sit through. Both knees down, sit through. Let's do it 2 more times here. Both knees down, sit through. Both knees down, sit through. Cool? Maybe you tried that, maybe you didn't, maybe you just did the simple knees dipping down. That's okay. I promise you, keep doing this, you'll progress. Okay? All right, from there, what we're going to be doing is called a Western squat, okay? Just the regular squat with the heels on the ground, sitting back, okay? It's important that you do this simply sitting as low as you feel comfortable. You don't have to sit as low as I am. Eventually you'll get there. Okay, so feet are shoulder width apart, toes slightly angled out. Okay, push your hips back, hands forward, just like that. Keep your heels on the ground, chest is up. Put those elbows inside your knees and push them out a little bit. Just like this. Okay, this might feel good. This might feel very uncomfortable. If this feels very uncomfortable, that means that you need to do this more. okay? Maybe you're not sitting as low as I am. That's okay. Sit as low as you can. Hold it for as long as you can. All right? And then stand up. Relax, relax, relax. Okay. Let's do it again. Once again, sitting as low as you can. Toes slightly angled out. Push your hips back. Sit down all the way as low as you can. Ideally, you should be sitting on your heels. Notice how straight my spine is. All right? I'm not hunched. Okay? This isn't a big deal, but let's keep that spine straight for right now. Focus on deep breaths. Deep, deep breaths. All right? And stand. Okay? Doing these bodyweight squats are very, very important. In the Western world, we're actually not used to doing that so much. Okay? We always sit in desks and car seats and chairs and couches where our hips are at 90 degrees, our knees are at 90 degrees, and not in the full range of motion. This is why so many Western people have hip issues, knee issues, lower back issues, okay? So that's why we have to sit in a full range of motion, okay? All right, now what we're going to do is an Eastern squat. It's the same thing. All we're doing is coming off our heels and pushing our knees over our toes, okay? Right here, heels up, and just sit. That's it. That's all you do. Okay? Notice how my knees, they're significantly in front of my toes. Okay? I'm basically sitting back, almost touching my heels. All right? Once again, this is one of the things that I want you to just sit as low as you can, as low it feels comfortable. Okay? And then hold it for as long as it feels comfortable. Okay? Go ahead and stand up. Keep in mind, if you need help doing this, have something to prop up. Use a broomstick. I'm actually going to use a guitar. Kind of funny, but hey, get creative. Just something you can hold on to. All right? And this is actually going to help you and allow you to sit lower while just simply leaning forward and holding on to this thing in front of you. You can do this holding on to like a doorknob on a door, okay? Or just get a broomstick. But once again, just stretching as low as you can, take a few deep breaths, and then let's come back to a stand, okay? Great job. Once again, maybe that felt really uncomfortable for you. That's okay, all right? That's okay. This will improve the more we do it, okay? Awesome. So last thing what we're going to do, this is a little bit of an upper body warm up, but it's also going to be a dynamic hip and hamstring stretch, okay? These are called Persian push-ups, okay? Basically, it's push-ups, but with a wide stance in the legs. Basically, you're in the straddle position, okay? And what we're going to do is more of like a yoga Eastern style where we scoop through. I'll show you, okay? So, just watch me real quick and then we'll do it together. Okay, so legs are wide, hands down. I'm pushing my hips back. Okay, I'm going to scoop low to the ground without touching it. Okay, so I'm going to go forehead, nose, chin, chest to the ground. Right? Forehead, nose, chin, chest, and then up. All right, hips back. Forehead, nose, chin, chest, and back. All right? Every time you come back, I want you to push those hips back. You should feel your hamstrings get tight, and then scoop low. All right, back. Scoop low, and back. Scoop low, and back. All right? So, now let's do these. Let's do some of these together. All right. Go ahead, get in a straddle position, nice and wide, toes pointed forward. Okay. And let's do 10. All right. If you can't do 10, I don't care. That's fine. Just do as many as you can. All right. So hands down, push back on the hips. Ready and down. 1. Down. 2. Down, 3. Hips back. Down, 4. Down, 5. Down, 6. Down, 7. Down, 8. Down, 9. One more. Down, 10. And relax. All right. Awesome. Okay. That is your warm up. All right. Now, what you're going to be going is into your exercises. So, check the app, see what you got next.